Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel. So I did promise when I showed you my birthday haul that I would show you the difference between the Gemini cutting machine that my daughter bought me for my birthday and the Big Shot. So I've got this die, which is just a cheap one that I got from eBay or Ali or somewhere, and it doesn't cut tremendously well. I do struggle with it a little bit from time to time. However, with the Gemini, this was what sort of made me realise that I should have got a Gemini ages ago. So what I'll do is I've got two pieces of this same cardstock. I'm going to go and run it through the Big Shot once, just with normal plates, and then I'll run it through the Gemini once with normal plates, on a different piece obviously, and then we'll come back and take a look at the difference between the two. Okay, so I've got both die cuts here. So we'll take a look at the one from the Big Shot first. So obviously I've already taken the die off of this so that I could use it on the other one, and you can see straight away that I am struggling to even get this one out of the cardstock. So this is just on one pass, so I can pass it through the Big Shot again. I've got the Big Shot Plus, so I've got the bigger one, and even with that, this die is such a struggle to use that I don't use it. And in fact, I nearly threw it away. It was only because there were a couple of others in the little set that it came with that do cut okay, that was the only reason I kept it. Because as much as I love it, and it makes a really nice insert for cards, it's a pain, because as you can see, if I go around with the pokey tool, I can get a lot of the side ones out. But the top ones are well and truly jammed in there. Now don't get me wrong, I love my Big Shot, and I will keep it and I will still use it, because it's great for, you know, if you wanted to do something dead quick. The thing that I like about the Gemini, and the reason I wish I'd bought a Gemini sooner, is that for those dies that you struggle with, like this one, the Gemini so far has been much better performer. But also I can put loads of different dies on the Gemini plate of different thicknesses and things, and it will still cut them all. So as you can see with that one, on one pass through the Big Shot, either end it hasn't die cut. Now if I put that back through again on an angle, and sort of turned it and spun it and put it through 3 or 4 times, the majority of the ends would come out, but the cardstock becomes quite warped, and there are a few bits that won't come out anyway, and they may not come out on the Gemini, all of them, but it is significantly better. So if I pull in the Gemini plates, so this is the Gemini one, and you can see straight away that as I lift that up, you know, the bits that do cut well, it's cut like butter. It is literally straight through. The bits are falling out as you're picking it up off of the plate. Stuck to me sticky to me washi tape. And look at that. Just pulled a bit of the cardstock off there, pulling it off the washi tape. But you look at that. That is one pass through the Gemini versus one pass through the Big Shot. There is no comparison. So for those of you like me that struggle with winding the mechanical die cut machines, I think this is actually a tremendous investment, because it's just so much easier. Like I say, it's, you know, you're not winding it through, and that really hurts my back, so I can't do loads of die cutting at the moment, all in a block, because it just makes my back hurt. Whereas obviously with the Gemini, you just feed it in and the machine does the work for you. But quite aside of that, you know, quite aside of the fact that it's just so much easier to do, in terms of the physical strength needed, that versus that sells it to me every time. And that's, you know, that's using a Big Shot, that's using a Big Shot Plus, that's one of the best hand crank machines out there. And don't get me wrong, I've loved it. I've had it from the day that I sort of started crafting. It was one of the first things that my husband bought me, and I have used it more or less every day since the day that I've had it, and probably 98-99% of dies it cuts with no problems whatsoever. But those few that it struggles to cut, it really struggles to cut. The Gemini has not struggled in the least to cut it. So for me, I just wish I'd bought one sooner, and I'm just super grateful to my daughter, because she said she knew that it was one of those things I would never buy for myself, because I'd got the manual one. She said, so because you can do it, you just wouldn't buy it for yourself. So that's why she bought it for me for my birthday, because she knew I would end up never having it if I didn't. And I am just so grateful to her, because I'm still blown away by the difference between the two machines. And yeah, so I would just say, anybody out there that is umming and ahhing about whether they want a Gemini, you know, if it's within your budget to have one, and you do a lot of die cutting, if you do a lot of intricate dies, I would say go for it. It's probably the best tool I've got in my craft machine, in my craft room right now. So that was all I wanted to show you in this video. I will see you all again very soon in another crafty video. Bye for now.